Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to ScarWorld and our creative house build here, where we're building the super awesome s'more house. And in today's episode, we will put a roof on that house and all sorts of other great decorational items, and a little cool surprise at the end. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back to our s'more house build here, and as you can see, look at that, we have finally got ourselves what is starting to look like a house, which is super exciting. So let's head down to our palette of materials here and get out the things that we need. So first thing we need some milk chocolate blocks, and of course some half slabs, and then we need the same over here, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and there we go, we've got ourselves our roof materials. So let's fly on up here, and we're going to start working right about here. So I put this block here just for the measured out. So this spruce block right in the center here with the glass and the quartz on this side, we're going to jump up here, we're going to go boom bada bam like so, and then we're going to, from this block here, we're going to go 1 2 3 4 5. Wonderful. And then we're going to go 1 2 3. All right, then we're going to take out our spruce and we're going to go like so and like that. Beautiful. Wonderful. Everything is starting to look very cool. There we go. And yeah, I like that. So then 1 2 3, and there we go. We've got ourselves what I think will be our final kind of front design. And then just over here, just over in this section right here, we're going to do something a little different a little later on. I think you guys will like that. All right, so let's start bringing this across here. And I have a kind of a surprise for you guys at the end of the video. I think you guys are going to really like this. So what I mentioned in our previous episode is which house do you guys want to see? And you guys really wanted to see the Adobe house. But I got something really cool. I think you guys will like this. We'll look at the Adobe house in the next episode. I don't know. I think this is kind of cool. And I think you guys are really going to like this. Now, don't be going jumping off to the end of the video. Yeah, we've got plenty of work to do so far. But we will. All good things come in time, my friends. All good things come in time. All right, so let's continue to push this design all the way to the end of the balcony. And there we go. We've got our roof line extended all the way out. So we just continue that pattern to here. So we're going to hold it at there for a moment and take a look at this. So I was kind of going back and forth on a little bit of a design decision here. So I have the dark oak along here and of course the spruce. Now I'm trying to decide which one I like better. So this of course would be A, this of course would be B. So let me know in the video comments what you guys think. Do you like A or B as a choice? So of course you got our milk chocolate and our dark chocolate. We've done the dark chocolate down on the lower section along here. That is of course our chocolatey center of our s'more. And then up here, this is the graham cracker of course of the spruce. So which one do you guys like better? Do you like A or B? I'm just going back and forth. I really don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna go over to here real quick. So we're gonna go right about here, and I'm just going to go up 2 blocks, and then from there I'm going to go 1 2 3, and just make sure that the marshmallow ends right there so it doesn't extend past the railing. That's just a good kind of a rule there, just to make sure you follow. There we go. And then I'm going to place this one. Oh my, I don't even know what just happened there. A little lag spike went crazy. All right, there we go. And that's our pattern right there. So that's the pattern that we're going to extend all the way down the line. So now what we can do is just kind of fill this in. So of course, following this, so this is a really great way to just to make sure everything is lined up, is just make sure this quartz is lined up with that quartz, and there you go. And then just fill in the center, and you got yourself a delicious center. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Wonderful. So like I said, I'm so excited to show you guys what I have planned at the end of the video. I think it's just a really cool little view of something, and I'm really excited. So I can't wait to finish up because I'm really excited. There we go. And then we'll bring this all the way across. There we go. And there we go. Looking good, looking good. So I think I'm going to fill in this mostly with the milk chocolate for now. Mostly for now. The reason being, let me bring that all the way across, just because I've done more milk than dark, so I'll just continue that for now. And then what we're going to do over here is I'm just going to extend this out 1 more block like that, so that's 2 blocks out from the house. And I think that'll be a perfect solution for that, and then that'll look really good. So let's fly back over here real quick. There we go. And then we'll continue this along here. And I think it'll be nice too, is up on this balcony, you can kind of get a view of our other modern house over there. And then I think eventually once we fill in more houses throughout this little neighborhood here, it'll look really cool, having lots of different ones. I think for our next modern house, I'm already thinking about what's next. I would like to do a small house. Possibly something small, because we've always worked in such a large scale. It would be fun to try a little challenge of working on a small scaled house. And I've got a couple designs for it. I think we can do something pretty cool for that. So let me know what your thoughts are. What do you guys want to see for your next modern house tutorial? Would you like to see another large scale modern house? Possibly, you could throw in another style, but let me know what you guys think would be a good, oh my, that's a mistake. What you think would be a great next modern house series. It doesn't even have to be modern, to be honest. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see for the next creative series. I'm still working on quite a few different designs, and I can go in pretty much any direction you guys want. All right, there we go. So we're just going to continue this all the way down. Got many building inspectors around here looking at the glass, making sure everything's all up to code and ready to go. But we're good so far. No scar mistakes to be seen, so we have nothing to fear from the creeper inspectors. All right, so we're just going to bring this block over to here, and we're going to bring that up 2 blocks, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making sure you're always in line with that balcony down below. And then we'll just kind of sneak over here and go 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we're going to, what do I want to do about that, actually? I think I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go like that, and then like that. And I think that's the pattern. That's the pattern we want. There we go. And then we'll bring this all the way across here. Always making sure we keep in line with that. There we go. And then fill that in. It should connect like so. There we go. Looking good. It's not too complicated of a roof line, so that's great. I'm awful at roofs, to be honest. I'm just not that good at doing roofs, so I always struggle with them a little bit. So hopefully this one will all come together and look decent. All right, there we go. Fix that section right there, and then bring this all the way across. There we go, looking good. So you can kind of see how that will run all the way down the row there. I'll bring those half slabs up into line here eventually. There we go. And so I'm just going to bring that out for now so we remember not to forget it. There we go. Bring that across there. So for the interior, I think it'll be pretty cool having this extra layer up here. And I always want to work on, especially in a survival sense, when we don't have carpenter's blocks in a modded world, is to remember to have an extra block for your second story so that your ceiling of your first story doesn't have the flooring of your second, in case you want to do a carpet or another color wood or something like that. It doesn't get a little weird and muddied and stuff like that. So always make sure you do that, and I think we should be able to be perfectly good with that in this series, because I want to do a unique ceiling for the first level and then a unique flooring for the second level. So I think that'll be pretty good. All right, well, just continuing to move on, my friends, just continuing to move on. So I'm going to keep moving this all the way down, and I'll see you in just a minute. All right, and welcome back. And isn't it awesome to finally have something to show for all of our work here? Finally getting the building all built up, and that's pretty darn cool. All right, so we're going to work over on this side right here. So let me fix that. There we go. And we're going to start right about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our block like so, and we're going to stick another one on top like that. So from this block right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. And then from there, we're going to go 1. So this is 1 over here. That is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So then I'm going to fill this in like so. Bring this all the way up to here. There we go. And then we'll sneak into this center along here and then fill that in like so. And there we go. Looking good, looking good. All right. Then we're going to bring this piece all the way on top. And then this will frame up our little balcony above our master bedroom. So that'll be pretty cool. There we go. And then we'll fly back over here and just get a little bit of an overview. Okay, yeah, this is looking great. Okay, and we're going to bring this all the way along here. Avoid any scar mistakes, of course. Now, I don't know if anybody's keeping track, but it'd be great if somebody kept track of all of our scar mistakes. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, there we go. Nice, nice. This is what I think is going to be looking good. Okay, and then we're going to sneak into the center here, and then we're going to fill this in like so. I think it would be fun to have a graphic, maybe. A little graphic, and we could keep track of the scar mistakes. I got to make that. Unless you guys want to make it, that would be pretty cool too. Save me some time. But no, I think that would be pretty cool to have like a little scar mistake counter, and it could go up every time, every time. There we go. That's looking great. Okay, next thing we want to work on is that interior section. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we keep it at 5 for a moment. We may go 6. We may go 6. So keep that in mind. And really, these little things like this are really up to you. So I know so many of you guys are following along, which is so amazing. Some of these little things like that, you can change it. You know, if you're like, no, Scar, I kind of like the 6, or I like the 4, or I like the 5. You do whatever you want. This stuff's totally up to you. This doesn't, you know, change anything for, you know, the interior or any dimensions of it. So these are just little cosmetic little upgrades here and there that you can do for your own build. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to keep it at that for now. We're going to keep it at that for now. Eventually, we need to lay down the decking in there. But now let's work over here. So next we need to do is take this graham cracker and then bring this all the way down. There we go. So we need to bring this all the way down. Now you might be noticing, like we talked about in our first episode, this wall is so blank. It's so boring. It's all just one color, and it's just so bland. But you know, hold on there because we've got some really great designs coming very soon for this wall along here. But we need to wait for the interior to come together, because once we get the interior all together, then we can add the extra designs that'll go on the outside here. Now I have considered doing the upper level section we're working on right now in quartz, but I don't know. I think just keeping it consistent and then adding the decorative window designs that we're going to add on the outside, I think that'll look good, because when we talked about, you know, design in the very first episode, I always like to, you know what I'm going to do in the interior, and then I'll add the windows on the exterior. If we're making a house purely for, you know, aesthetics from the exterior, then I'll put the windows in. But if I'm working on the exterior and interior, I always wait to the end to do that, so I have a little bit more options. All right, then we're going to bring this across here like so. There we go. Bring this all the way along there like that. There we go. And then sneak on over here. And now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to remove that block like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Oh, I see. Don't worry. Just a little scar mistake. Just a little scar mistake. Nothing to be worried about. There we go. That's it. We just needed our half slabs. I knew something was off there for a second. There we go. Bring that across there. But that's the charm of the video, right? The charm of the Scar video is the scar mistakes. The charm of the live streams, of course, are my mispronunciation of names. There we go. Awesome. And then, of course, we'll fill in this section along here. And then, yeah, so this pattern that we're working on right here will continue all the way down the row. So we'll go like that. And then we just continue this pattern all the way down there. So I'll see you in just a second. All right, and welcome back. So what I'm doing here is just filling in the decking along this section right here for our little balcony. So we got that all filled in like so, and one more block to go. All right, so one little mistake I was making, another one of course, was I was going like this. I was bringing this along here like so. That's actually incorrect. What we need to do is fly on over here and just continue this piece all the way along here, so that there is the, of course, half slab, and then solid block like so. So then this goes all the way along here, and not the quartz that we had there, because that was incorrect. There we go. Bring that all the way across here, and then that will look definitely really awesome. All right, then bring it all the way into here, and there we go. Now we've met in line with everywhere else, and then the roof is looking all symmetrical and great now. So like we talked about before, there's definitely going to be some more design put on this wall, so don't fear about that. All right. And then there we go. Look at that. We've got our roof nearly complete here. So the next phase we need to do is just completely enclose everything. Now the roof line at the very top will look kind of bland like this wall over here. It'll look very flat at this point, but we're going to have a lot of skylights for the second story. So that'll look really great. All right. So yeah, once again, back into our super fast build mode here, and we'll just continue to lay out the upper level. So just fill this in like so. And there we go. We've got our roof all assembled on the house, and it is looking super awesome. As you can see, we've got layers and layers of detail looking very cool. And there's our kind of blank and bland top of the house. But once we add our skylights, and maybe we'll even add some solar panels, that might be cool. This will look a lot nicer. And then over here, of course, we're going to add those windows. And I think some more of these designs, as you can see, these little pillars across here. And then, yeah, so let's do a flyby, and then we'll get to that awesome little surprise at the end here. So as you can see, there's our design looking all so fancy. And of course, there's Bob. You know, he's really sad, to be honest, because he has nothing to be concerned about with the design, and he's pretty mad about it. But yeah, that is looking pretty good, I think. And this is our design on the other side, how we did it, you know, a full block, half slab, and then of course half slab, and then full block behind. And yeah, so there we go. So we're going to go and take a look at what the Haunted Mansion looked like before it was completed. So let's take a peek. Alright, and we're over here in our Haunted Mansion build, and I wanted to show you guys what the landscape looked like before we enhanced it, before we added our custom bayou biome. So let's take a look at what this looked like before we started. And there it is. This is a save file for the world before the Haunted Mansion was complete. And look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing how much work we did over a year ago on the land and how we really enhanced it to make it our own. And I don't know, I just thought it was a big change and a big difference and something kind of fun to kind of look at and see all the work that we did put into this area. And it was all custom, all by hand in creative mode. And it's just kind of cool to see all the land before we enhanced it and made it our own custom bayou biome. All right, so let's take one more look at what it looks like complete and the interior. All right, and there's the completed, fully functional bayou biome over here. It's only we had some alligators, that would be really cool. And yeah, so it's kind of cool to see the big differences that we made. And you might notice that the terrain is quite a bit bigger. We made quite a large little island here for the house that wasn't there originally. But let's go in the inside because I know you guys really wanted to see the inside in the last video. So we'll just take a quick peek. Now the interior was only made really for the kind of the official kind of tour that we went on, the spooky little tour. So we got the interior here all looking quite spooky. We've got a nice little red carpet, a staircase leading up. And then, of course, here is, the study. So this little study with the secret pirate lair down below. And then let's take a quick look upstairs, and we will see the kind of the upper area where, there's so many ghosts around. Then you can kind of see lots of little detailed doors and stuff like that, a little room in here. So the interior was never really fully finished. It was just made enough that we could do the spooky tour and all that stuff. And then let's head down into the crypt. So this is where the merchant, so a sailor merchant lives here, but he's also a pirate. And of course, this is where he keeps all of his pirate loot. So all of his pirate loot is down here, all looking very cool. So in here, he's got his diamonds and his ghouls and his all sorts of other, good stuff down here. And yeah, so yeah, that is the Haunted Mansion build. It's kind of fun to kind of go back and tour like we talked about, to kind of get inspired. And this is his way out in case the authorities are coming to take him down. He can sneak out of the tomb. So here's the family tomb down here. Got its caskets and all sorts of other things. And yeah. And well, guys, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, leaving a like rating would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And then, of course, this block is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. There we go.